Lessons from the book Brain Rules for Work. Number 1. If you can't separate work life from home life, you are at greater risk for burnout. You become more vulnerable to certain affective disorders, such as depression and anxiety, simply because the boundaries between your social roles become increasingly hard to manage. Number 2. If you aren't experiencing failure, then you are making a far worse mistake. You are being driven by the desire to avoid it. Number 3. It follows then that the more control you feel over your schedule, the less likely you are to experience negative stress. And conversely, the less control you exert over your activities, the more likely you are to experience tension. Number 4. Choose the size of your team based on the project you're trying to tackle. Small groups, 5 or less people, work better for projects where the goal is to create something new or disruptive. Larger groups work better for building on pre-existing creations and disruptions. Number 5. In the pre-viral world, there were 2 self-flagellating tensions about holding meetings. The first was that meetings sucked, and not just in the pejorative energy and finances. They actually sucked resources such as time. They were useless too. About 90% of people daydream during meetings, and more than 70% use meetings to get other things done. The second was that, for all their hollering, business folks held lots of meetings anyway, up to 11 million per day, up to 15% of an organization's time, up to 23 hours of a busy manager's week. Number 6. What fuels procrastination is an attempt to avoid adverse feelings. If you have a habit of evading things that bug you, procrastination is probably your constant companion. And if you think that sounds like a lack of impulse control, one of the 2 great pillars of executive function, you are right on the money.